I used to spend my days in a glass office, moving millions of dollars around in spreadsheets. On paper, it looked like I had made it. I was a corporate finance analyst at a Fortune 500 company, pulling in about $70,000 a year right out of college. But the reality, I was miserable, and after just 9 months, I quit. Today, I'm working at a ski resort, making half the money, but feeling 10 times happier. Here's how I got there. When I graduated college, landing a corporate finance job felt like the ultimate win. My parents bragged to relatives, my professors congratulated me, and my friends envied me. I thought I was about to step into this exciting world of high-stakes decisions and powerful boardrooms. But what I actually got was spreadsheets. Lots of them. I still remember my first week. My manager handed me this Excel file that looked like it had been built by a mad scientist. Hundreds of tabs, thousands of formulas linked together. One wrong keystroke, and the whole model would collapse. I spent hours just trying to trace where numbers were pulling from. At first, I told myself it was just part of the learning curve. But it didn't take long before the learning curve turned into daily dread. Here's what my days looked like. Wake up early, sit in traffic for an hour just to get to work. Spend 9 or 10 hours staring at Excel models, fixing formulas, and attending meetings that honestly could have been emails. Get back in the car, another hour in traffic. Get home exhausted, eat something quick, scroll on my phone, and crash, and repeat 5 days a week. One moment that stands out was a meeting where my director praised someone for pulling an all-nighter to get a deck finished. Everyone clapped. Meanwhile, I was sitting there thinking, wait, we're celebrating sleep deprivation now. My coworkers didn't help either. A lot of them carried this attitude that because we worked in high finance, we were somehow better than other people. Like our jobs made us more important than everyone else. That superiority complex was everywhere, and it made the office vibe toxic. Sure, the paycheck was decent, but the cost was my time, my energy, and honestly, my happiness. I lasted about 9 months. One night, I was at my desk past 9 p.m., staring at this spreadsheet that refused to balance. I was exhausted, my eyes were burning, and all I could think was, is this really my life now? That was my breaking point. I realized no amount of money was worth feeling like a robot every day. So the next morning, I walked into my manager's office, handed in my resignation, and just like that, I was done. Here's the twist. I didn't leave to chase another, better corporate job. I went in the complete opposite direction. I started working at a ski resort. Now, instead of waking up to an alarm clock and rush hour traffic, I wake up to snow-covered mountains. My job is simple, way simpler than finance. I make about half of what I used to, but because housing is included, I actually save close to $2,000 a month. I'll never forget my first week at the resort. After finishing my shift, I grabbed some rental skis and hit the slopes as the sun was setting. The mountains were glowing pink, and for the first time in months, I felt completely free. I sleep better. I laugh more. I don't dread Mondays anymore, because Mondays are just another day. Of course, not everyone gets it. Some of my old college friends think I've thrown away a dream job. They'll say stuff like, "Dude, you could have toughed it out for a few years and doubled your salary." But here's the thing, It might have been their dream, but it wasn't mine. I'd rather earn less and live fully than earn more and feel empty. Lessons learned. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Chasing happiness is way more rewarding than chasing a title. Money is important, sure, but so is your mental health. So is having time to breathe, to enjoy your life, to sleep without worrying about the next day's deadlines. Walking away from corporate finance didn't just give me a new job. It gave me my life back, and that feels like real wealth to me. So if you're stuck in a job that drains you, ask yourself, is this really what I want, or is it just what looks good on paper? I don't have all the answers, but I know this. Quitting corporate finance was the best decision I've ever made, and I've never been happier. Thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe. I'll be sharing more about life after corporate, finding happiness in unexpected places, and why success doesn't always mean what we're told it does.